process of textile manufacturing, from fiber to finished garments. The process of textile manufacturing begins with the cultivation of natural fibers. Fibers are also extracted from plant, animal, or mineral sources and processed into a continuous strand called yarn. Yarn manufacturing is the process of turning raw materials into yarn for use in knitting, weaving, or crocheting. Raw materials are sorted, cleaned, and mixed together to create the final yarn or thread. Process of staple yarn manufacturing started with opening bale of yarn and cleaning the impurities on the surface by using bale opener machine. Then processes are followed by a series of continuous operations such as blending, mixing, carding, drawing, roving, and spinning. And finally, we get the cones of yarn, which is used to make fabric. Fabric is a plain sheet of cloth which is made by weaving or knitting process. Most fabrics are knitted or woven, but some are produced by non-woven processes such as braiding, felting, twisting, etc. Wet processing. Fabric wet processing is a process used to dyeing and finishing the fabrics. Dyeing involves the application of colorants to fabric in order for it to become colored. Finishing may involve mechanical and chemical process employed commercially to improve the acceptability of the product. Desizing. Desizing is the process of removing the size material from the wrap yarns in woven fabrics. Then the fabrics go through scouring and bleaching process where removes all impurities from fabrics through washing and eliminates unwanted colored matter from the cloth. Bleaching makes the fibers whiter and facilitates the dyeing process. It also makes the fibers more absorbent. And finally, cleaned and white fabrics are transferred to dyeing section. Dyeing is the main process where white or gray fabric become decorated by different colors. Dyeing of textile substrate is performed using any of the dye stuff including reactive, direct, sulfur, vat, pigment, acid, and disperse depending upon the dye fiber system compatibility. Printing is known as localized dyeing. Printing gives a spatial appearance on colored or white fabrics. In finishing section, crease recovery, flame retardant, water repellent, anti-peeling, antibacterial, anti-static, moth proofing, softening, and hand builder are the special finishing effects that can be added in fabrics by mechanical and chemical processes according to end use of the finished products. Apparel is a final product of textile which known as piece of clothing. Buyers send the technical sheet and artwork of an order to the merchandiser after placing an order. Through the sequence of process, at first, patterns are made and according to pattern sample garments are made for buyer approval. For the bulk production at first, marker making is done of cut the fabric with high efficiency. Then fabric is laid on a big table which is used for cutting. Fabric needs to cut according to the marker. Stitching or sewing is done after the cut pieces are bundled according to size, color, and quantities determined by the sewing room. All cutting components of fabric are joined by sewing together. Then it's go for ironing and finishing process. Garments inspection is an important part of the quality control. After complete apparel or garments inspection is made to find out fault of the garments. Then the garments are packed with the help of accessories. It packs here by using the buyer's instructed polybag. After the garments packing, cartooning is done for reducing the damages of garments. Every garment needs to cartoon by maintaining buyer's instruction, and then shipment start. Most the garment's shipment is sent by the seaport to the buyer.